Well, ahoy there, guys, and welcome to my first ever episode of Cruise with Ben and David.
Yeah, you might have noticed there's been a bit of a name change, and you're probably wondering why.
Why? We'll tell you all after this. We've got loads coming up, including what's happened with the lady falling off the cruise ship. We're going to talk all about that in just 2 seconds.
And we've got top 10 tips for cruise safety. So coming up, stick with us.
Stick with us. Okay, should we start then? Right.
Okay, well, first things first, I want to say a big hello to everybody who's watching live. Hi to everybody
guys.
in the chat. So
Who
let's
have
have
we
a
got?
look. Let's see who we've got. We've got Susan. Hello, Peter.
Hello.
Everybody. Hi, everybody. Of course, we want to be hearing all your questions or all your comments about anything that we're talking about here on the show today. And we've got a Q&A section at the end of the episode. So if we don't read out your comments straight away, don't worry. We will get to it in the end.
Absolutely, yeah. So first of all, we're going to talk about cruise safety, aren't we? And we've obviously got the British lady Kay, who fell off the back of the Norwegian Star. Now, the big question is, she said she fell off the ship. What do you all guys think? We've got some little material that we put together to see what actually happened, don't we?
Yeah, so let's have a look.
Oh, first of all, we've got gin and tonics. We're back with the drinks, guys.
So say hello,
so cheers, happy weekend.
It's a bank holiday here, so
It's lovely, isn't it?
we are off work at the moment, and we are obviously this week, you probably know, we're actually going on the Independence of the Seas. So
Tomorrow!
we are really excited. Tomorrow,
I am literally can't wait.
yeah, we haven't even packed yet. Oops. We're packing
No.
currently, we're mid-packing.
We've got
So
all the
do not
radiators
worry.
on in the house to dry all of our last minute drying, don't we, as well?
Yeah.
So, but we haven't ironed at all, so
No.
we've got so much to
Got
do.
quite a bit to do.
Absolutely.
And if you've been following our adventures this week as well, you might have seen our latest vlog on Viking.
Yeah, take a look, guys. We've been having an amazing time producing that. So should we talk about Kay? So yeah, God, it's a bit of a mystery, isn't
It's a
it?
bit of a drama, isn't it?
So we've been looking at it. I mean, so she fell from the 7th deck right at the back of the ship.
Yeah.
It was just under the balcony deck, so it's not even something that could break because it was a real full steel structure all the way around, wasn't it?
Well, the thing is, as well, I mean, with the hype of this story all over social media, I've had so many people come up to me in my day-to-day life and on social media asking us about the safety of cruise ships and
Yeah,
how did
definitely.
she fall, and is this a common occurrence? So let's have a look. The circumstances of this are a bit strange, to say the least.
Yeah, nothing's really came out since it happened, which is a bit
No.
unusual as well. Fellow passengers have actually claimed since they witnessed drunken fights between her and her partner as well, shortly before it happened, which isn't very good. But how did she survive for that long, really, when you think about it?
Yeah, well, I mean, as you can see, she's quite physically fit as well, isn't she?
Yeah, she said she does yoga. She said that singing kept her alive. And I think one of the main things that really helped with the survival was the temperature of the water.
Yeah, because it's the Mediterranean in the summer.
Yeah.
It's quite a warm
Yeah.
temperature.
And the seas were very calm as well. So she actually only drifted under a mile away where she was found by the Croatian Coast Guard.
Mm-hmm.
And this was the next morning. She said she saved herself by singing to herself, which stopped her from panicking. I think that's the main thing, isn't it? You would panic.
Yeah, I mean, and one of the biggest things that you always hear about safety if you do fall off a ship is to just float. Don't try
Absolutely.
and swim because that takes up a lot of energy. So just stay calm and
Absolutely.
stay afloat. That's what they say.
Yeah, Andy Harmer from Cruise Line International Association is quoted as saying there are no known causes of somebody acting responsibly who has accidentally fallen over the railings of a cruise ship.
Okay, so this is where we really want to go with this. So as I said, so many people have asked me about this, about cruises. Are they safe? Should I go on a cruise with my family, my young kids?
Yeah.
And this is what the biggest point is.
I mean, I
You
guess
have to act responsibly.
absolutely. It's basically, and we honestly say this, it is basically impossible to accidentally fall off the side of a ship. These railings are sort of almost chest height on us, so you
Yeah.
would have to physically climb over or be acting silly or irresponsible to actually fall over the ship. It's literally
Yeah.
impossible, isn't it?
Unless you're literally doing something incredibly stupid, like stood on a chair, or you're leaning ridiculously over, or you're maybe drunk doing it as a dare, it is nearly impossible for you to fall off a cruise ship. The
Absolutely.
ship doesn't just jerk dramatically and everything flies off the side.
No.
It is not like that at all.
And I mean, it goes to say you've got kids who like climbing things, and no kids have ever actually fallen off the side of a cruise ship, just adults. So that kind of goes and says it
Yeah.
all as well, doesn't it? I mean, safety on cruise ships is the top priority on all cruise lines. You've been on the ship so many times where they're running all of the drills and going through all of the safety procedures. The maintenance that goes on board as well. Every single day you see maintenance everywhere, painting, repairing. So the ship's upkeep is the most important thing, and cruise lines really care about passengers and crew safety.
Yeah, the CCTV everywhere as well.
Absolutely.
Watching the passengers, keeping it safe. And of course, it's a vacation. They want to make it as safe experience as possible and as stress-free as possible as well.
Yeah, I mean, there's simply no areas on a ship where you can get access to somewhere just to fall off, can you? So this is the big thing, I guess. We don't know what's happened. This is all just speculation, yeah. So.
But what I mean, the thing is, though, this really does sort of get my goat a bit. It really does.
Get your goat,
because this just gives cruising a really bad name.
It does, yeah.
We just kind of want to stress that cruising is incredibly safe, and there is no way you can just fall off a cruise ship.
Absolutely, and it's now, a source has reported to say the CCTV footage shows that she was on the 7th deck of the Norwegian Star when she put her bag with the belongings onto a table. She then started to take off her clothes. She did not seem nervous. If anything, it looked rather routine. I mean, this is just so incredibly sad if true, because obviously she thought the only way out was to jump off the side of a ship, which is really sad, isn't it, to be honest?
It is, and like you said earlier, we want to stress that we're really happy that she's very safe.
Absolutely.
But again, we've covered this before in some of our other videos. We covered a similar situation in our previous video where we talked about cruise stereotypes. That cruises are incredibly safe, and there is just no way you can just fall off, obviously.
Yeah, but as we said, she needs some help now, I think, and I think everybody needs to rally around her and support her. It's just an absolute miracle that she's been saved, and we couldn't be happier, could we, really?
No, we couldn't. I mean, this has been all over the media as well. It's been all over the news, and everyone's sort of making out, you know, that there seems to be an element of the story missing here, like you've just said.
Absolutely, yeah. It's just kind of like nobody's filled the blanks yet, have
they?
Exactly.
I mean, it just seems like people just think that you can just wander to the edge and fall off.
Absolutely. So we're just wondering what you guys are thinking on the chat there. Should we have a look?
Yeah, so there's a lot of hellos coming in. Hello, everybody.
Hi, guys. Yeah, if you've just joined us, we've actually changed name. We're now Cruise with Ben and David.
Yeah.
We've done this for a couple of reasons, haven't we, as well? Just because of the stigma that surrounded honest cruising. We sounded a bit like a company, and we had so many people contacting us thinking that we were a travel agency, which was
a bit crazy.
A bit crazy, wasn't it?
Yeah, we had we've been wanting to do this for a long time now, is to change our name, and we just sort of bit the bullet this weekend and did it, really. I just feel like it's a bit more, explains a bit more about what we actually do, where you guys can come and cruise with us with all our vlogs and things like that. And when we uploaded our first video, we didn't expect it to end up anything like it has. We just kind of thought we'd put up a video review of cruise ship and that'd be it.
Absolutely,
and it kind of just sort of got a bit bigger than it actually was. So we kind of thought the name Honest Cruising didn't really reflect what we do currently.
Yeah. We just love our new name, though. It's exactly what we are. We're so happy people, aren't we? And we don't just go in there looking to be cruise critics. We want to have a good time, and if something isn't working or something isn't good, we'll tell you how to have a good time anyway.
Yep, so you just said there, we want to stress that we are still going to be completely honest in whatever we do.
Yeah.
We just wanted a name that kind of better reflected us, I think. So let's have a look what you guys are saying about everything and about this situation about safety on a cruise ship.
So Messi is saying, hi guys, love watching you. Thank you for touching on this. We're going to cruise next year. And it scares me. That's a real shame, yeah.
Like I said, I've had about 4 or 5 people actually at my day job, my normal work, come up to me and say, ask me about this and say, like, what's going on, like, is it safe? And we just really want to stress that it is incredibly safe to cruise.
Absolutely, even with kids as well. You don't have to be scared. These railings are really high. You just look after your kids like you normally would in normal life as well. It just doesn't happen. As Andy said earlier on in the quote, it hasn't ever happened to anybody who's acting responsibly. So it's just it's the likeliness of it happening is basically impossible, isn't it, if you sort of behave yourself.
So Travels says they have really big barriers on these ships these days, and it just doesn't make any sense. I completely agree with you. It makes no sense whatsoever what happened.
Yeah, it doesn't, does it? I agree. It's not, as we said, we don't think that it can happen, can it, without...
And like I say, I actually have had a few people message us as well on Facebook asking, particularly when they've got children, if should they get a balcony cabin? Now, what do you think about that, Ben?
Yeah, well, as I said, it's just like normal life. It's just like having a balcony in a hotel or anywhere else. It's the same precautions. It's all about being sensible, keeping an eye on your kids, obviously, just as you normally do. But yeah, there's nothing to be scared of. I think this has scared a lot of people off cruising, which is quite bad. But as we said, it just doesn't happen to people who are responsible. So if you're a nice, responsible person, which I'm sure you all are, there's no chance of it happening, is there?
And there's also other types of cabin as well. If you maybe I've got a little bit afraid of heights, don't get a balcony cabin, just get an ocean view cabin instead. Because I guess that's the only situation where you're in close to the edge in an enclosed space.
Yeah, and I guess like my brother as well is scared of heights, so he would never get a balcony cabin, would he, for example, just because he's scared of the actual height. But as you said, ocean view cabins, you've got interior cabins as well, so there's plenty of options.
And then, like I say, if you're scared of heights, on the open decks and stuff, you don't have to be right at the edge, do you?
No, exactly.
But yeah, I just think, it's fine.
So we've put together 10 top tips about cruise safety. Should we go through it now?
Yeah, so we're going to have a look at some tips. A lot of these come from questions that we've been sent as well.
Yeah.
So hopefully some of these will answer your questions, but if you do have any other questions relating to cruise safety, let us know and we'll add them at the Q&A at the end.
Yeah, so number 1 is definitely go to the muster drill. So this drill, just like a safety video on an aircraft, tells you all of the safety information that you're going to need to know. So it's really important that you go there, you listen carefully. It only lasts 5 minutes. I know it's a pain in the bum to go to it, but it literally lasts 5 minutes. It's so important to go to that muster drill.
And then number 2 is to do exactly as you're told, right down to the T. What's the T?
What's the T?
The T. So just listen to the instructions of the crew and do exactly as you're told. I mean, it may seem boring, but they're doing it for your safety.
Absolutely, yeah. Number 3, so number thrice, is to don't climb on any railings. I think this goes without saying, really. Don't climb over any of the edges. Don't recreate the Jack and Rose moment from Titanic. I know that you're tempted, but just don't do it because it could end up in trouble.
Number 4 is to keep an eye on your children, look after them. Youngsters do like to climb. We know we've been on holiday with our 2 little nephews and you blink and they're gone. We understand that. Just keep an eye on them, especially around the pool areas and stuff, as most cruise lines don't have a lifeguard on duty. A lot of cruise lines actually do now, which is a nice added safety feature.
Absolutely.
But just keep an eye on them.
Yeah, and number 5, which is such a big point, is to drink responsibly. We know
he says as he takes a sip of his gin and tonic.
Exactly, because it can play a big factor in accidents, and it sounds like it's probably been a factor in this accident as well. So just drink responsibly, completely enjoy yourself, but drink can cause lots of accidents, so be very careful.
Yeah. And so number 6 is to stay safe in the ports. We've talked about this quite a few times. If you're going to a shore, make sure you're using a reputable tour provider.
Reputable. Going to
I
our
can't
heads.
say it now. A reputable tour provider. Make sure you do a little bit of research to make sure...
A little bit.
To see where the safe areas are, if there's any dangerous areas, anything you shouldn't do. Just do a little bit of research, plan ahead, and make sure that you're completely comfortable with what you're doing in port.
Absolutely. Number 7 would be to washy, happy. So make sure you always wash your hands, especially after using the toilet. Try and use your own toilets as well, because the public toilets can be a bit disgusting sometimes.
Yeah, they say that on cruises a lot, don't they?
Yeah. So make sure you wash your hands to keep those nasty bugs and bugs like norovirus away.
Number 8 is to get insurance and make sure that your insurance covers cruises, because if something did happen, you need to be fully covered, as this can cost a lot of money.
I know, right?
And also the medical centre on board will charge you as if you're in a different country to your own. So even if you may be sailing from the US or the UK or wherever, you still have to have medical insurance.
And on that note, we have tip number 9. So the penultimate tip, we have to keep your medications close to you. This includes when you're boarding the ship as well. We recommend you always keep your medication in your hand luggage, just in case for some uneventful reason.
Uneventful.
just in case of some... I'm trying to think of the word. Just in case if there's very slight possibility that your case goes missing, you still have your medication with you. It's so important.
Yeah. And number 10, we've touched on this already, is just trust your gut. That's what I say. Trust your feelings. If something doesn't feel right,
those instincts,
don't do it. And also just don't be an idiot. And,
exactly.
be hanging off the edge of the ship like Ben said, trying to do the old Titanic
Yeah.
moment or something. So just trust your instincts and just don't be daft. Don't carry large amounts of valuables around with you. Don't leave your bags unattended at the beach.
Yeah.
You know, don't be flashing your expensive phone around, things like that. So just be sensible.
Yeah, as we said, that's what it comes down to in the end. If you don't act irresponsibly, you're not going to have any problems.
No.
Or no, yeah. Is it the other way around? Well, whatever, you know what I mean.
But all in all, this may sound like it's scaring you, but please don't be scared about cruising or don't be worried about cruising.
It is
because it's not
absolutely
that at all.
safe. These things do not happen very often, and when they do, it all comes down to acting irresponsibly. I feel like I've said irresponsibly like 5,000 times. We're so irresponsible.
So just make sure you attend the muster drill, listen to everything that they say, and then once that's done, that's when your vacation starts.
Exactly. It's
So
so
should we say
exciting.
cheers
Should we
to the
say cheers
start of your vacation?
Oh, well, we're saying cheese because tomorrow we're going down to Southampton.
we're so excited.
I'm so excited. I'm literally looking forward so much to going the beautiful independence of the seas. It's so exciting. I really can't wait.
Yeah, so we've got lots planned on Independence of the Seas. We've booked our dining and everything. We're ready to go and can't wait.
Yeah, I can't wait. Yeah, we're going to do vlogs and a full ship tour as well, so you guys can come along with us. They'll be up straight after the Viking vlogs as well.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying then about cruise
lots of
safety
questions.
and everything else. We love doing the live shows because it means that we can do these interactive bits like this. So
we've got Boat Lover. Hi, finally caught you live. That's cool.
So Night Audit, sorry, I'm dyslexic. This is a bit of a challenge for me. Says, having been on a number of ships, falling off is not something that just happens. You do have to do something to allow you to fall off. We completely agree. And they all said they like the new name. Thank you.
Cool. And Crusher UK 2013 saying, hi guys, what cruise would you recommend for a first-time cruiser? I guess it depends what type of person you are. What kind of holiday do you like?
Don't we?
So if you like a really relaxing holiday, slightly slower paced, but still love all of your entertainment, would recommend Viking, Princess, Celebrity. But if you really like to have loads of fun on your holiday with loads of activities and loads of things on the ship, you like to have a bit of a boogie, a bit of a gamble, enjoy all of the West End style shows, maybe MSC, NCL, Royal Caribbean.
Also, budget is a big thing, so stick within your budget. We suggest you don't try maybe a 3-night cruise because they do not give you the full cruise experience.
Yeah.
But take a look at some of our videos. We've got the Ultimate Guide videos.
Yeah, have a look. Yeah, so we've got quite a few Ultimate Guide videos on our channel to have a look at.
And we have a video called "Which Ship is the Cruise Ship for You?", which gives a real good breakdown of different types of cruiser. So let us know
cool,
if you do book anything. We'd love to hear.
Hi, Bruce from British Columbia. That's really cool. Susan's really excited for us. Yes, Susan, we're so excited.
And Susan also says interior barriers are not to be ignored as well. She is. She's thinking, yes, there was the poor 8-year-old who tragically fell to her death on the interior in the atrium. Yeah, so just keep a good close eye on your children. But that it's like anywhere in the world,
any hotel or anything.
Any hotel, any mall, any sort of anything like that.
Lee's asking will we be trying any TUI cruises shortly. So yeah, now Marella Cruises. Yeah. We are really interested in them. We've been having a look. It might be on our Spectrum Minor. We definitely might try it.
Yeah, we might try them.
We're definitely up for trying them.
Michael just said he just came home from the Norwegian fjords today. Great on the MSC Preziosa.
Oh, nice. We love MSC as well. We had a great time.
Oh my god, how gorgeous are the fjords, Michael? Incredible. If
you've
not watched any of our Viking vlogs, please go and watch them now because they are just incredible. And I'm so excited to share the upcoming video, which we've already done, because it has some incredible scenes on there, doesn't it?
Oh my god, yeah. You finally get to see the midnight sun as well, which is just honestly amazing. So good, isn't it?
So Towels Travel says, I think some cruises do seem to promote some irresponsible behaviour. Just look at all the party cruises.
It's true.
It's
quite true.
Yeah.
But some cruise lines have started trying to go against that now. So we know Royal Caribbean have taken away drinks packages for cruises 3 nights or below, because some of those cruises were becoming sort of quite party
cruises. A booze cruise, as we call them
here. A booze cruise, yeah. So they've taken that away now, so hopefully that stops it. We've had another question, another suggestion from Peter. He says, Disney Cruise Line for first-timers. Well, that was our first ever cruise, wasn't it?
I think it all depends on the type of person you are as well.
Yeah.
If you're a big Disney fan, you will love it. You know, if you're not a Disney fan, it's probably your type of hell, I guess, if you hate Disney.
Exactly. So we've got a Crazy Man saying, would you do a P&O transatlantic on Azura? We actually did a P&O transatlantic on the Britannia. So we came home from the from the Caribbean. I was trying to think where we were. Yeah, definitely recommend it. We love transatlantics just because they're usually a little bit quieter. You get really, really good value for money, so they're a lot cheaper than normal cruises, and you get some amazing days at sea as well, which is just so relaxing. We haven't been on Azura, but she's quite a similar ship to some of the Princess ones, isn't she?
Yes, she's a similar ship, I think, to Sapphire.
Yeah, so we share that she's a beautiful ship. But yeah, definitely recommend transatlantics. It was our first ever cruise as well, wasn't it? And we had an amazing time.
So Tom Bailey says, I wonder if in the future everyone will have to wear their life jackets the whole time where they are on the ship. I do not think that is going to happen.
No.
No, not at all. I mean, at the end of the day, you've just got to don't be stupid, and it's just like taking a train or a bus.
Absolutely, it's no different.
Don't be hanging out out the side of the train or anything silly like that.
Oh, Lee, that'll be brilliant. So Lee's doing his first TUI cruise on the 1st of September. So yeah, definitely let us know what it was like. We'd be really interested to see how that comes out, because it's all inclusive as well, which is quite cool. So it saves you a lot of money. And Michael saying you can easily recommend the Fjords. It seems quite popular as well. Next year, same trip, but with the Meraviglia. Oh my God, we love the Meraviglia. She is such a beautiful ship. You're going to have the best time. And she's got an amazing indoor solarium as well, just in case the weather's a little bit dodgy. So that's good as well. Oh, Daniel, hello from New Orleans. That's cool. We'd love to go to New Orleans, wouldn't we? I've not been there before.
Some great food at New Orleans, I hear.
I know, that's awesome. So what are our thoughts about the P&O announcement to stop the discretionary charge next year? Well, actually, I think it's it's a British cruise line, isn't it, really? So we're not used to, if all the guys from the States and Australia are in here as well, British people don't usually tip. It's not bad because we don't want to tip. It's just not a customary thing to do where we live, is it?
And it's the same in Australia, actually, because currently in Australia, any sailings from Australia, it's the same thing now. So the tips are actually already included in the price. I mean, obviously, I don't want to see prices go up dramatically, but they do still need to make that money, I guess, somewhere. I just think it makes it easier.
Yeah.
It just means that there's not that, I've just paid for my cruise, and then, excuse me, what's this extra charge you're charging?
And I think it really fits in with the British style of cruising, which what P&O is. So I think it's quite a good thing. I just hope we don't see price rises in there to sort of compensate for the tips that are being taken off. But the main thing is we just want to make sure that the crews are getting paid the same and not losing out, which we've been told by P&O that isn't going to happen. So that's really good as well.
But we just prepay our tips anyway, don't we?
Yeah, we do, yeah.
Like I say, we like to just not have to worry about that. I like to have everything paid up before I go.
Oh, we've got somebody from Argentina as well. Hello, Palio182. That's good to see you. So we've got people all over the world today, which is so cool.
God, we've got such a big group of people today. So I guess thanks for joining us again earlier. I should have said this at the beginning, is the earlier time. Like I say, it's because we actually need to pack because we're going away tomorrow.
We've got so much stuff to do. So we've got Elizabeth saying, my biggest fear of my first cruise was falling over. We had a balcony and I'm only 5'2". I would have had to have put up the chair up there, I guess, to stand on it and jump over, but don't do that. But yeah, exactly, that's what we mean. You can't just fall off the side of a ship. It's just impossible because the rails are so high that if you tripped while on the floor or anything like that, there's just no chance you could go over the end.
So Michael said that he has been shopping for his first cruise. How exciting. He's bought some cruise trunks and the Dutch Charlotte skin, but he said he wondered, have we heard of Royal Caribbean being sticklers about bathing suits?
No, I think just at least what you would normally wear in a normal hotel. I think what goes on there would be the same as a cruise line as well.
And then you're not allowed to wear them in the main dining rooms or the buffet.
Yeah.
They will tell you to not come in with wet bathing suits and things like that, so you'll be fine.
And Mark, MSC Cruises is looking forward to our indie vlogs because they're going on Liberty of the Seas in December, and I'm sure they'll be 95% identical. We can't wait to bring you our Independence of the Seas vlogs. We are so excited.
Yeah,
we're really excited to get on that ship, aren't we? It's been a year or two since we've been on Royal Caribbean, so we can't wait.
I know, we've got everything, like I said earlier, we've got our Chops Grill booked. So I'm really excited to try that.
We're going to go see Grease the musical on board as well, and we're going to go see the ice show. We're going to try out the floor rider and the new bouncy park at the back as well, which has just been added during the
virtual reality bouncy park.
And we're staying in an interior cabin for the first time ever as well. We just wanted to try something a bit different. So,
well, if you followed us for a while, you realise we were supposed to be in an interior for Princess Cruises, but we got a last-minute upgrade for a really good deal, so we obviously took it. So I'm actually really excited to try an interior and bring it to you guys to see give you a true representation of what an interior cabin is like.
Bruce, that's quite funny. On a lighter note, at what weight should gentlemen not wear a Speedo? That's hilarious. Enjoy yourself. Who cares about anybody else? Seriously. If you want to wear that Speedo, girl, you get the Speedo on.
Let it go.
Let it go. Who cares? Seriously, you're there to enjoy yourself on holiday. If you want to wear a Speedo, bugger everybody else. But yeah, that's a really good question. I like it.
So Crazy Man has said, will we be cruising on P&O's Iona? I don't know.
God.
We have looked at photos of it and it actually looks really nice.
No, seriously, we are so impressed by the rendering so far. I don't know if you've seen the indoor solarium, which the pictures have just came out the other day, but oh my God, doesn't she look beautiful?
She looks beautiful, yeah. And you can actually, she's a similar ship to AIDA Cruises, the German cruise line, and Costa Cruises as well.
That's
so
really
you can
cool
kind of get
as
an
well.
idea what it's going to be like by looking at them.
Also, Towels Travels is asking, what do we think about the promenade view rooms on Indy? They look so cool. We did want to book one of them, but they had all sold out. So it's like an inside cabin, but with a window overlooking the promenade street. I think they're really cool.
But it's quite funny with them actually, because sometimes when we've sort of been, cruise shopping, like as you do on an evening, we've actually seen some of them interior view cabins more expensive than a exterior view cabin. Yeah. Which is a bit strange. So I guess they're really popular.
Yeah, I wonder if any of you guys stayed in an interior cabin that actually overlooks something, so like an interior cabin with a window. I think that's really cool. It's sort of the same as the Oasis class ships as well, isn't it? Where you've got the actual balcony cabins which overlook like Central Park and that sort of area. So it's quite cool.
It is cool, but I don't know if I'd like that.
I don't know. I think if you're going to have a balcony, I think I'd want to have a balcony with a view of the sea.
Yeah, and if you're cruising, I think I'd want to see the sea.
See the sea?
See the sea.
See the sea.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess I'd have to try it to say if I like it or not, but I don't like the idea of being on a ship but not being able to see the sea for if I have a window, you know what I mean? I guess if you're in an interior, it's a bit different. Yeah.
But and Heather and Ray are asking, are you planning to cruise Alaska? Absolutely.
Absolutely love to.
Seriously, now that we've did the Norwegian fjords and saw how beautiful that is, Alaska cruise is definitely on our top to-do list. To-do list? On a bucket list.
We'd love to. We just need to find the time and money.
And the money. But yeah, we're definitely going to do it. I think it'd be really awesome. So Boat Lovers saying promenade rooms of that class of ship are great. Had the extra couch in front of the window and more space. Yeah, we've seen that. That's really cool. So you've got the little couch thing near the window, so you can just sit there and watch the world go by. That's quite cool.
I think though you'd have to let us know though. Do you have to keep your curtains, if you get out of the shower and you have to remember to close your curtains, I guess.
Yeah. So Crazy Man is saying, would you like cruise ships to be fully inclusive with everything included like an inland resort? I think I would do actually.
I think I would do, but I think we have to sometimes think about people that maybe don't drink, because if you're not a big drinker, then you're probably taking on an extra cost for
no reason
whatsoever. So but maybe, I would like to see all the extra charges included.
Absolutely, yeah. So maybe there needs to be some sort of package where you can pick between the drinks package and an all-inclusive specialty dining package if you didn't want to drink. But obviously you've got cruise lines like Marella and NCL now, which do their all-inclusive packages. I think they're a good deal. I like the fact that you can go on holiday and not have to worry about any extra costs, because as you know, drinks on cruise lines are not the cheapest on some cruise lines. And your bill at the end can be like, oh my God, how much did we spend on booze? Yeah,
we've touched on this before in the drinks package video, so you should take a look at that. But I just think for Europeans, it's quite nice to have everything included, because we're not really
for Americans
we're not a big tipping culture, are we?
For everybody. Hi, Juliet from South Africa. Starwood in 19 days is heading on the Grand Princess to Alaska. Oh, that's amazing. You're going to have to let us know how it is, because we're so interested in going to Alaska. It's definitely up there on our list.
Austin said, how amazing was Norway with Viking Cruises, and hello from Atlanta, Georgia. Hello. We had a fantastic time, and please don't forget, check out our vlogs if you haven't seen them yet, because this just shows you how much of an amazing time we had.
Michael's saying, for those interior cabins, it'd be worrying about the noise. That's a good point as well. I mean,
on the promenade,
I mean, I'm not sure how soundproof they are. I'm guessing they probably are, hopefully.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll maybe bump into somebody who's in an interior promenade view and see what they say on our upcoming cruise next week.
Absolutely. Oh, I'm loving all the questions. How about the virtual reality inside room with a view of the sea on the TV screen? So yeah, Bruce, some cruise lines already do that with the virtual balconies. So you've got definitely Royal Caribbean do that. And Disney do it as well on some of their inside cabins with the views outside. I think that's quite cool. I'd like to try that. We did actually see, we took a peek of one last time we walked past one, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
What ship was that on? Was that Ovation of the
We
Seas?
saw Norwegian Cruise Line on there. On Norwegian Bliss have sort of an interior porthole view.
Yeah.
On the
Which is quite cool.
the solo cabins.
Yeah.
So that's quite
I like
cool.
that. It's cool.
Suzanne said, have we considered ever doing all-inclusive resort reviews? She would love that. It's maybe something we'd like to do in the future, yeah. Maybe branch out from cruising.
Yeah, absolutely.
But at the moment, we've got so much going on with cruises.
Yeah,
it's quite hard to squeeze everything in.
So Crazy Man is saying, for a family of 5 and a P&O transatlantic cost upwards of £11,000 with a balcony cabin and everything, do you think we could get a better deal? I mean, absolutely. It depends on where you book as well. We recommend that you try and book either a last minute cruise or during wave season. This is the time where you can get some of the best discounts. So wave season usually starts around January, doesn't it? January to March time. And this is when you can get some of the best cruise discounts. I mean, it all depends on the cruise line as well. With some cruise lines, it's best to book as soon as the cruises come out. So this is when the price is the lowest.
Because cruises are just like when you book airline tickets. The more in demand they are, the more popular you are. The popular the cruises are. And so you've got to think this is very similar to the airline. So if it's going to be popular season, so what's that when the kids are off?
Yeah,
you know,
school holidays are going to be really expensive.
So but I can't really say if that's a good deal or not, because it depends when it was.
Yeah, I guess it depends on so what's 5. So 5, it's about £2,000 per person, isn't it? I reckon that's quite expensive actually. We got our cruise which included flights to Barbados with P&O. So we went into Barbados, then we went to, I think, St. Kitts, St. Martin, Antigua, then we went to the Azore Islands, back to Southampton, and I'm pretty sure for a really nice balcony cabin, we only paid £1,500 each.
But transatlantics are genuinely a lot less.
Yeah,
because
so
they're not as desirable.
So usually. I would probably say that's quite expensive, really, would you?
Yeah, but if you want to get some discount, like we said in our other live show, if you've got Tesco Club Card, you can use your Club Card points to get a little bit of money off. But look at a different time of year as well.
Yeah. So Tom Beetle Bailey, I'm handicapped, wheelchair bound, but feels very safe while cruising. That's great as well. Yeah, David's mum's also in a wheelchair as well, and we feel very comfortable. Most cruise lines are very, very well equipped to handle people with reduced mobilities, with better cruise, with ramps on all of the places inside, as well as great cabins as well, don't they? Adjusted cabins.
The best thing you can do is contact the cruise line before you book and just chat with them. We were speaking with Viking actually about this recently with somebody that works for Viking as a booking agent, and they said they're more than happy to maybe explain some of the things that happens on board to see if you would be comfortable with cruising. So just give them a call and they'll probably take you through it and see the cruise ship is the best ship for you.
So Simon recently went on first cruise with MSC Divina. That's really cool. Internal room was not a problem. It's a Mediterranean cruise with different pots. Exactly. You don't want to spend loads of time inside your inside cabin anyway, do you? The whole point is you want to be out there on the decks, enjoying all of the amazing facilities and entertainment. It's great.
But I was saying on our Norwegian Fjords cruise, I would not like to be inside because there was so much scenic sailing. Yeah. So I think depends on the itinerary, I guess.
Exactly. Tom's asking, anybody who fell off ships when in a storm? No, I don't think they have. No. Not on a cruise ship anyway, because the captain of the ship and the company always make a real good effort to go around storms. So it does happen now and again where they end up in a bad storm, but it's not very often at all, because they have really good weather mappers and meteorologists and everybody just working for that cruise line to make sure that cruises do not end up in really bad weather.
Because at the end of the day, this is your vacation and they want it to be a most relaxing experience as possible. Also, cruise ships are expensive. They do not want to be driving a cruise ship into the middle of a storm. We know it feels like sometimes you hear about all these stories on the news about people falling off cruise ships, about cruise ships getting in storms. But it's just because bad news makes good news, I guess. We've said this before. So that's why you only hear about the bad stories. You never hear about the thousands of cruises that go off without a hitch every day.
So Towels Travel saying, I've been told if you have a low promenade room, you need to avoid flashing. That's probably a good idea.
I can safely say, do you remember on our Disney cruise, we were pulled into, I can't remember which port it was, and I opened my curtains in the morning and we were so close to the ship opposite me.
It was a Carnival ship.
It was a Carnival
They
ship.
literally but nearly stark naked, just with boxers on, and you open it, they're all like, "Good morning, St. Martin."
That
and it's
poor
like,
woman nearly choked in her morning coffee from her cabin, as I was just like, "Morning."
So it's good to have a little peek out first to see if anybody's there,
just to make sure you've not got a cruise ship literally right, like touching distance away.
And the
from
worst
you.
thing is people are always taking photos, so somebody will probably catch you naked as well, which isn't a good look.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Boat Lover said noise was not a problem on any of the promenade cabins. They were really surprised. Oh, it's just got off the screen. They slept through one of the biggest parties down there. That's great to know.
That's really good. That's really good. Now, Bruce is saying, is there an online travel agent that you particularly like to use, or where do you find your best cruise deals? I've got to say, we don't really use travel agents anymore.
No, we shop around.
We tend to shop around. We look on several comparison sites. But in the end, we usually just book directly with the cruise line because we like to have full control of everything. We can log into all of our own accounts, which I know you can do if you book with a travel agent as well. But we like to have full control over what we book, don't we?
Yeah, we have used a travel agent before.
Yeah.
We've used travel agents, just an independent travel agent, and then we've used a couple of the big cruise companies that are out there. And we had a great time with all of them.
We've not had a problem with anyone.
Problem with any of them. We just like to shop around and see who's going to get the best deal for us.
At the end of the day, go with the lowest price, and obviously you want to book with a reputable company as well.
Yeah.
That's protected and everything. But yeah, go for the lowest price. It doesn't really matter if it's direct or with the travel agent.
Yeah, just go with whatever you're comfortable with.
Yeah.
You know, travel agents have some great benefits as well.
So James is asking, how drunk have we been on a cruise before? Yeah, we've been quite drunk before a few times, but still responsible.
Yeah.
We still to the point where we can function and we know what we're doing.
And the problem is I don't want the hangover. That's the worst thing. I'm getting a bit older now. I can't cope with hangovers that bad.
We've had quite a few drunken nights on cruise.
We've had a few fun drunken nights, but we've never got to the point where we, you know, we're not in control of ourselves.
Absolutely, yeah. We haven't been unconscious or anything like that. Maybe in my university days, but
exactly, yeah.
Not now.
Cool, so...
Yeah, Tom saying, much respect to the lady who survived the fall, and I'm not sure she's a hero, but to those who saved her were absolutely. So the Croatian Coast Guard, as well as the ship themselves, did an absolutely amazing job.
Yeah.
And no matter what happened, we are so pleased that she survived as well. I mean, that's the main thing at the end of the day. And then hopefully, if she does need help, she gets the support that she needs as well.
But also, you've just got to listen to the safety drills as well. So make sure that when it is your cruise, I know it's you're on holiday, but just please pay attention to the muster drill. Listen to what you should do in case that did happen to you, and then you'll be fine. Yep. Honestly.
Towers Travel, we absolutely think the new Virgin ships just look, like amazing. I honestly think they were made for me and David, weren't they? They just look so beautiful, and we can't wait to see what comes up with Virgin.
If you haven't seen the renderings yet, there's a post on our website, honestcruising.com.
Oh, yes, it's changing. It's going to be changing.
Change.
What's it changing to?
Cruisewith.co.uk.
Yeah, so it'll be on cruisewith.co.uk.
Or honestcruising.com. Yeah. You can go to either one. We put up all the renderings that there's
there what have I done? I've broken the TV system, guys. Sorry. There we go, we're back.
We're back.
What happened? What happened? There we go. Oh, look, we've got fancy graphics.
There we go. We're back from that short commercial break.
Yeah, so guys, make sure you follow us on all of our social media. As you can see, we've changed name to Cruise with Ben and David from Honest Cruising. So we've updated all of our names. We're all going to be there. Make sure you subscribe to us as well. We have some amazing vlogs coming up. We're going to have our Viking vlogs, and then we're going to do our Independence of the Seas vlogs. Then straight after that, we'll be doing our Sea View. So then we're going on the beautiful MSC Sea View. So we're going to be doing some vlogs with that.
So you might have seen our post the other day. I just want to say thanks to everybody who said get well last week. I just had a bit of a cold.
Yeah.
We're actually going to be doing these live shows every other week, and then we will be putting a new vlog out every Thursday. So make sure you come back to us every Thursday and every Sunday, because there will be new content up.
Absolutely. And we'd just like to remind you about the Wave Awards as well. So we've been nominated as a finalist of the 2019 Wave Awards. If you please give us your vote, that would be amazing. The details are just on the screen now. Just search for Ben and David, Honest Cruising, I think we're still under there. If you give us your vote, that would be amazing. We'd really appreciate it, guys. It'd give us a chance to get on more cruise ships and bring you loads and loads of new material. So that would be just absolutely fantastic. So thanks in advance.
and everybody who enters could be in the chance for winning a holiday for two.
Yeah, so you could win an
Nice.
absolutely amazing cruise. So I guess that's it for this time, isn't it, David?
Yeah, I want to say thank you everybody for joining us in the
Yeah,
chat.
thanks guys for the amazing questions.
Towel said they voted. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, guys. We've absolutely loved talking to you guys. We're going to be here again in 2 weeks again to let you know exactly what happened on our Independence of the Seas cruise. So we hope that you can join us again next time.
Make sure you follow us on social media and Instagram, and because we will be doing Instagram stories as
Absolutely.
well. We'll be taking snaps of every single moment of our holiday on the Independence of the Seas. So keep up with us via social media.
Yeah, so I guess that's it for this time. We need to go away and pack now, finish off our drinks and pack for our cruise. So cheers, guys.
You've, like, finished yours,
Oh,
Ben.
look at me, I'm like an alcoholic. So guys, I guess that's it till next time. Happy cruising.